Hey guys, and welcome back to another Texas Haul Outdoors video. Today, we're going to be fishing with our first box from our brand new sponsor, MONSTERBASS Company. MONSTERBASS Company is a company that sends out subscription boxes every month, and it's based on the region you live in. And we got one here for our region, so it should be pretty cool to be using baits that they specially made for our region, and it's supposed to help you catch more fish and get more baits. So we're going to be fishing with this box today, and you guys can actually go get your own at the link in our description. If you go through that link and buy something, it actually helps out our channel a little bit. So please go check them out. You can just get 1 month if you'd like. You can get a whole year if you'd like. You can get as much as you want. And there's different types of boxes you can get that are cheaper and more expensive. And like I said, it's based on your region, so it really does do a good job getting you the right baits for your time of year and your region. So we're going to be fishing with MONSTERBASS baits today, and wish us luck.
Doubled up. We doubled up.
Got him. Just found this real nice shed.
Got it. Got it. Native. Oh, that's a big one. Get him in. We gotta get a scale on this dude.
Got a nice gray fox here.
George. Alright, so before we get into some pond hopping today, I'm gonna open up this box and show you what's inside. This is the month of May box. And the first thing you see inside is actually a guideline to what comes in your box. It tells you the prices, what they're valued at, and the brands. And the next thing you see is actually a MONSTERBASS sticker. And that's nice. You can put it on your boat, your kayak, your truck, whatever you really want.
All right, so now I'm gonna get into the baits here. First bait you see in this box is this Chase Baits Rip Snorter. It's a underspin spinner bait. It actually comes with an extra hook here. It's rigged weedlessly, and it's actually, this company's based out of Australia, and that's just a pretty cool bait to add to your arsenal. Next thing here we got is a Booyah buzz bait. Buzz baits are always good, especially for today. We're fishing late afternoon here. We only have about 2 hours till it gets dark, so that's a good bait for today actually. Next thing we have here is some sandbar tackle. I think these are 3/0 offset worm hooks here, and there's only 3 in there, but those are still pretty nice. Next thing we got here is some Jean LaRue. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Some Bifflebug beaver style baits here. These look like a pretty good color. They look like they're green pumpkin maybe. Yeah, green pumpkin with blue flake in there. So those look pretty good. Those are sure to catch you a fish. Next thing we got here is a crankbait. This is a shallower diving crankbait. It's a little bigger than a square bill. This is a 8B8 Lab. I'm not really sure what that is. I've never heard of it before, but that's still pretty cool. Nice shank or crankbait here. Kind of looks like a yellow perch. It dives 2.5 to 3.5 meters. So that's a pretty good crankbait to add to your arsenal. Next here we have another crankbait. This is a Lunker Hunt crankbait. It's kind of got some pink and blue. Kind of looks like a rainbow trout a little bit on there. Dives, looks like it's a little bit deeper of a diver. Yeah, it dives 0 to 8 feet. So that's pretty nice. Another good bait. And second to last here we have some Rabid Baits Finesse Action Rabid Craws. These look really cool. They just look like little craws, but they have these little like string feather like things coming out of their appendages there. They actually look pretty good for maybe using them as a Ned rig or something like that. It's definitely a smaller profile bait, and that's also another bait that's sure to get you some bites. And yep, those are pretty nice. Now, last thing we have here is the Super X jig. This kind of looks like a pumpkin seed bluegill a little bit, with a little bit of red on there. So maybe looks like a bleeding bluegill a little bit. It's got a weed guard on there. It's just a typical jig. It looks pretty nice. It's a 1/4 ounce jig, and I'm definitely thinking that some of these baits are going to catch us some fish today. We're going to be doing a little bit of a challenge. We're going to see this afternoon who can catch the most fish on our baits from our month of May box from MONSTERBASS. We only have about 2 hours, so we don't got much time. Probably won't be able to get through all of them, but we're gonna try to see who can win this challenge. So comment down below who you want to win, and we'll see you when we're at the first pond. All right, guys, me and Cody are in a little argument over who should start with the jig, or we both want it. So we're gonna do a little rock, paper, shoot, best of 3 game here and settle this the old-fashioned way. Whatever. Boom!
All right, so this is the first pond. I'm starting out with the buzzbait and the jig. And what are you starting out with, Jacob?
I'm starting out with a Ned rigged crawl here from the Rabid Baits. And I'm starting out with that shallow diving crankbait.
First cast, see what happens. I got one. I'm hooked up. Look at that second cast. Look at that. There's one bait down already. That's a chunky little bass too. About a 2-pounder. Nah, 1.5, you think?
1. I'll give you 1. Nah, I'd give you 1.
All right. Put him back. Thanks for the fight. Your fish bait.
There's one. There's one. There's a good jump. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Yes! That's a bait down right before we leave.
Mama's bigger.
I don't care. And he's barely hooked.
Suddenly, I want to live.
There's another one, guys. That's our second bass of the day. On the Rabid Baits.
Were you just swimming that?
Crawl there. No, I was jigging it like, you know, Ned rig. I was fishing it like a Ned rig. And that's a nice little bass. He's actually, these bass aren't that big, but they got some weight to them. Cody is right. I believe him now. This other one had some weight to him. I don't know if that's a good view for you guys or not, but we're gonna put him back real quick. And then we're gonna actually head to another pond here. We got 1 more hour of daylight. See if we can get any more baits off the board. We're tied up 1-to-1 right now, though. All right, guys, last fish from this pond, and we're heading over to a new one real quick. He was a good fight. There he goes. On the old Rabid Baits Ned rig here I have set up. I don't know if you guys can see that little red crawl. So I got that bait down and Cody's got the buzz bait down. So we're gonna head over to a new pond, see how many more we can get in the last hour of daylight. Yeah, it's like beads.
Yeah, I think it's called frogweed.
Oh, makes sense. There's a fish. Yep. Feels like it. Oh man. Come on. It feels real good. Come on. Get up here. Oh.
That's a nice fish.
Oh my gosh. Holy cow, dude.
Man, I bet that's like 3 pounds.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. This fish is huge. Stop. I hope I'm recording. I don't know if I'm recording or not. Oh my gosh. He choked it. Oh my. Get a picture, please. Oh, guys, look at this fish.
I think
That's like 3 pounds. Nah. Yeah, probably 3.
2.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop recording here real quick and get a picture. Well, guys, I just caught a fish on that biffle bug, that beaver style bait. That's probably on the 3rd cast in here. I'd say it was around a 3.5 pounder. It was pretty good. Would have showed a little more, but the landowner came down and was talking to us, and he's pretty nice. He says he catches them on tubes in here, but we got a challenge to fulfill here, so I might tie on some top water here soon. He said they were hitting top water. Also might try the swim bait, but I'm gonna throw the crankbait around a little bit before I get into that. So just got this bait off the list. Hopefully you guys can see that. I was even using the hooks that came in the box. Those, I think they were sandbar hooks. It's a 3/0 offset worm hook there, so pretty nice. So now I'm gonna throw this crankbait around, see if we can get another one. Yep. Come on. It's another good one, dude. Oh, it came off. That was a real good one. Yeah, it don't count. What do you mean? Oh, he freaking was jumping, dude. I let him have it too. I didn't set the hook right away. Right when it hit that little thing, I didn't even know if it was a bite or not because it hit the oh my god, dude, that was a big fish. We're hitting top water. No, I set the hook way too fast. Yeah.
All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. We didn't get a bass on all the baits, but we took most of the baits out. Jacob caught, how many did you catch?
I caught 2. I caught one on the rabbit baits crawl, and I caught one on the beaver style bait that was in the box. But I also had a blow up on 2 blow ups on the buzz bait that we had. That was a good bait for us today.
So that knocked out 3 items in the box because you actually had the hooks with the crawls, right?
Yeah, I had the hooks. I used with the beaver style bait. I used the hooks that came in the box. So that's technically 3 baits.
And then the crawls. And I caught a fish on the first pond on a buzz bait. So it was a pretty good day overall.
I wouldn't really call it a day. We were only out there for 2 hours. It was pretty poor. We didn't really even fish 2 hours because we traveled in between the one pond, but it was a pretty poor representation of the baits we had in that box, but they did a pretty good job for this low afternoon we fished, and we caught a pretty big bass on one of them, but it was a lot of fun getting out there this afternoon just to fish a little bit. But
some of the first bass of the year for us.
Yep. So
so
a little competition. I beat Cody, by the way, but we won't go there right now.
Well, I hope you liked the video. I know we had a lot of fun. Hope you have a lot of fun, and don't forget to check out Monster Bass in our description down below. It helps the channel out if you go buy something with our link. And we'll catch you next time on the next video
on Texas Haul Outdoors.